Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to this session of English language. Today our topic that we are going to discuss is active and passive voice. Active and passive voice. Now the first question is, what is an active voice? What is an active voice? So when the subject acts upon acts upon okay, so when a subject acts upon verb and object, this is known as active voice. When the subject acts upon the verb and object, it is known as active voice. And what is passive voice? In passive voice, subject is the recipient of the verb's action. In passive voice, subject is the recipient of verb's action. So by this thing we come to know the following rules. Before going to the general rules, just let us understand what sentence. Suppose our sentence is, the hunter killed the tiger. The hunter killed the tiger. Now as we know that the sentence can be divided into two parts, that is subject and predicate. The sentence can be divided into two parts, subject and predicate. So here the hunter becomes the subject and rest of the remaining sentence becomes the predicate. Now predicate itself is combined of two parts, that is verb and object. So till here we come to know that a sentence can be divided into two parts, that is subject and predicate, and predicate is further formed by the combination of two parts, that is verb and object. The action doing words are known as verb and the remaining sentence comes under the category of object. So if we bifurcate this sentence, the hunter killed the tiger, so here the hunter becomes the subject, killed becomes the verb, and the tiger becomes the object. Now with the help of this sentence only, we will learn some of the general transformation rules of transforming active voice into passive voice. Now our very first rule is that object comes in place of subject. Suppose this is the object, this goes in place of subject. When we will just transform this, our sentence will be, the tiger. Then helping verb according to the tense. Helping verb according to the tense. So we have to the first step is that we have to discover which tense is the sentence in. So this sentence is in simple past. Simple past. So what are the helping verbs of simple past? Was oblique were. Was oblique were. So the tiger is singular, so we will use the helping verb was. And then we have to use, third point is we have to use third form of the verb. So third form of the verb kill is killed only. Then use by. Some places by is omitted also. So we have to use by after third form of the verb, by, and subject goes in the place of object. So what is the subject here? The hunter. So it will go in the place of object, the hunter. So our sentence becomes, the tiger was killed by the hunter. See, the tiger comes in the place of object, comes in the place of the subject. Then helping verb according to the tense is used, that is here simple past is used, so we are using was with singular, and if it was plural, so we will use verb. So here the case is singular, so was is used. Then third form of the verb, that is killed only, then we will use by, then we will just place the subject in place of the object. So our subject was the hunter. So यहाँ पर हो गया the hunter. So the sentence becomes the tiger was killed by the hunter. The note point to this is passive voice is not formed of perfect continuous tense. You have three tenses, basically present tense, past tense and future tense. They are further bifurcated into four parts, that is simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. So passive voice is not formed of perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense and future perfect continuous tense. Passive voice is not formed. Okay, now coming to the very first tense, that is present tense. And the first category in present tense is simple present. Okay, students, taken just the simple general 3-word sentence, and you have to apply this rule to this sentence, and I'm continuing this sentence to each and every tense so that you can easily understand the transformation. And in your exams you will get some of the complicated sentences, but the structure will be same. There will be subject, there will be verb, there will be object, so the transformation will be the same, just the number of words will be increased. Okay, so you have to apply the same rule whether it is a simple sentence or a complicated sentence, means a short sentence or a long sentence. The rule is to same. I'm just taking the short sentence so that you could understand easily. Okay, so let us see what is the structure of simple present tense. The structure of simple present tense is subject plus first form of the verb plus s/es plus object. Subject plus first form of the verb plus s/es plus object. So this is the active voice structure. Now when we will convert it to passive voice, objects goes in the place of subject plus helping verb of simple present tenses is am, are. If the object is singular, then we will use is. If the object is plural, then we will use are. So is, am, are plus again our third point was third form of the verb plus by plus subject. Same rules that I have told you earlier. So suppose our sentence is Ram eats mango. Here Ram is the subject, eats is the verb and mango is the object. So object will go in place of subject. So mango. Mango is what? Singular, so we will use is. Mango is eat. What is the third form of eat? Eaten. By whom? Subject will come here, Ram. So the sentence, transformed sentence will become mango is eaten by Ram. Now, if suppose the sentence would be an interrogative sentence, suppose interrogative structure is do oblique does. So as Ram is plural, so we'll use does. Does Ram eat mango? Suppose this is your sentence. You have to convert into passive voice. So what will be the answer? Simply helping verb will come ahead. And which helping verb we will use? We will use it according to the singular or plural of our object. So here our object is singular, so is used. Is mango eaten by Ram? Question mark. Is mango eaten by Ram? Question mark. Okay, so what we have to do in case of interrogative sentence is that helping verb comes ahead of the object and rest remains same. Okay, so here helping verb comes in ahead of the object, so हो गया is, then our object is used, then verb का third form, then by, then subject. Okay, now let's go towards present continuous tense. See students, in case of present continuous tense in passive voice, we will be using the word being. In passive voice, we will be using the word being in case of present continuous tense. So let us see first of all the structure of active voice in case of present continuous tense. Subject plus is am are plus first form of the verb plus ing plus object. Subject plus is am are plus first form of the verb plus ing plus object. Now our rule says that object comes in place of subject. So object comes here, and according to the object we will use the helping verb of simple present tense. The helping verb of simple present tenses is oblique am oblique are. So we'll use the helping verb according to the object. Then our word being is used. being, being is used. Plus third form of the verb plus by plus subject. Remaining is the same. So you just need to understand the general structure, general rule, and then with changes in the helping verbs, the your structure will become easy with some changes in the helping verb. Rest remains the same. So here object plus helping verb, that is am are plus being plus third form of the verb plus by plus subject. For example, Ram is eating mango. Here Ram is the subject. Here it is the helping verb. It is the main verb plus ing plus object. So object comes in place of subject. So mango comes here. As mango is singular, we are using is as the helping verb. Then I told you to use the word being. Then eat ka third form, that is eaten, then by, then Ram. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, then I was saying that mango is our object and it comes in place of subject. As mango is singular, so is used, then being word is used, then third form of the verb, that is eat ka third form eaten, then by, then your subject Ram. Now let us come to present perfect tense. Here in the case of present perfect tense, the word been is used. As you were using the word being in continuous tense, here in the case of present perfect tense the word been is used. So the structure will become subject plus has oblique have. Now helping verbs of perfect tense, present perfect tense are has and have. So subject plus has oblique have plus third form of the verb plus object. And when we will convert it into passive voice, object goes in place of subject. Then your helping verb according to the object. If the object is singular, then has is used, and if the object is plural, have is used. Then plus been plus third form of the verb plus by plus subject. Rest remains same, only helping verb and this word is extra. Rest of the rule is the general rule. So let's see the example. Ram has eaten mango. As Ram is singular, so has is used. Okay, so if we will say that mango goes in place of Ram. So mango. Mango is what? A singular or a plural? It is singular. So has is used. Then the word been is used. Then third form of the verb eat is eaten by Ram. Now for example, if I say interrogative sentence that has or have they played cricket? This is the sentence. Have they played cricket? So here cricket is used as an object. So I have told you, whenever we convert the interrogative sentence into passive voice, first of all helping verb is used. So which helping verb will be used in case of cricket? Cricket is the object here na, so which helping verb? It is singular, so has cricket, has cricket, then the word been, then third form of the verb played. Has the cricket been played by? दे का चेंज कन्वर्ट होकर के हो जाएगा them, by them. सो हो जाएगा has the cricket been played by them, question mark. Okay, students, in this part 1 we will do this much only, and we will continue with past tense with the next part of this video. Thank you so much.